Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It's episode 68, I believe. Man, dude, it is so close, man. So not that close to 100, but I don't know. It's been a long time, man. A long time. Not that long since I posted the last episode, but I don't know. I feel like a lot happened. What do I want to discuss other than Bruce Brown leaving the Denver Nuggets in free agency, like we all thought would happen, right? We all thought that would happen, yeah. But the good thing is that he's going to the Indiana Pacers, right? He's like making $22.5 million a year. Yeah, it's a 2-year, $45 million deal with the Pacers. So good for him. He deserves it. He deserves every penny of that contract, even if he regresses, even if he's not as good, you know. I mean, I think Indiana's probably gonna make the play-in, maybe? I don't know. Halliburton's really good. Miles Turner's staying on the team, I guess. Yeah. So, I guess that's where I want to start free agency in the NBA, because I am still obsessing over this stuff. The Lakers retained Rui Hachimura. They signed Gabe Vincent from the Heat. They signed Taurean Prince from the Timberwolves. There's a really funny clip of Taurean Prince like explaining, like a reporter asked a question to him. That he's like, how does Yale how does Baylor get out rebounded by Yale? And then he just like very dryly explained how someone gets a rebound. Yeah. So they signed him. They're looking like they're gonna sign Austin Reeves. So yeah, their roster's pretty much similar. They lost Dennis Schroeder to the Raptors, but I mean, really, yeah. And I would assume they can like still keep D'Angelo Russell. I don't know how Lakers fans feel about that, but yeah, they also have Cam Reddish they signed. Yeah. Meanwhile, on the Eastern Conference, someone opted into their contract, but also that means that they're basically wanting to be traded from that team. So, you know, I don't know about the process there, but you know, it's yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't prey on freaking teams' downfalls, man. I don't do that. I don't prey on a team who hasn't made it to the conference finals since 2001 when Allen Iverson was there. I don't prey on that team's downfall. I don't do that. Not me. You know, the team where the MVP came from this year, albeit, you know, an MVP that a lot of basketball fans are like saying is fraudulent, but I'm not one of them. You know, he deserved it, Embiid deserved it, but I mean, I don't know. What else is going on? I don't know. Those are basically the things I wanted. Yeah. Did I talk about Bradley Beal going to the Suns? Yeah. And it's looking like now that the Suns are like doing a pretty good job with what they have left, because there's this whole, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go full frickin' Bobby Marks, but like, yeah, oh man, I just know too much, man. Help me, man, help me, please. I just know too much, man. I just know too, like, look, man, I want to delay talking about bad agents, okay? But it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, well, Rich Paul isn't the bad agent. Let me tell you. Rich Paul, goddamn, that guy's a good freaking agent, man. However you feel about Clutch Sports, goddamn, he is a freaking good agent. He negotiated Fred VanVleet, his contract. He was an undrafted player from the Raptors, right? And then he has a 3-year, $130 million contract. So that's like 30 to 40 million a year, basically, for an undrafted player. There was a quote tweet that said that he's making more than the shooting percentage, which is kind of funny. Anyways, Rich Paul's a good agent. Anyways, yeah, to the Bobby Marks, yeah, because the Suns with Beal, Booker, KD, and seemingly DeAndre Ayton is probably going to stay, and a lot of Suns fans are extremely down on Ayton. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's a bit too harsh. You know, I don't know. I just don't know why that they can't at least feel like he could return to what he was doing in 2021, but I don't know. That's the thing. It's like he won them a playoff game. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. It seems like all the goodwill Suns fans, like hardcore Suns fans, have toward DeAndre Ayton, towards DeAndre Ayton is just absolutely gone. Zero. After, like, his performance in the series against the Nuggets. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hope that... yeah, he wasn't good in that series, obviously, you know, and like, it's seemingly that, like, there's like attitude issues with him. A lot of people are pointing out, maybe with the coach, formerly, Monty Williams, not the coach now. Frank Vogel's the coach, but I don't know, man. Yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? The Suns, there's this new CBA that got signed, that a bunch of people are reading. I haven't read it. I read a book, but, you know, in June, one book, but I did not read the CBA. But yeah, the big thing about that, basically the Cliff Notes version is that the CBA, the new CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, is basically it basically is making it so that it is very, very hard for teams to have more than two, like, high paid superstars, like players who make like $30-40 million or more a year, right? Like it's making it so that, like, there's a salary cap, and then there's like, if you go above it a certain amount, there's this thing called going into the luxury tax. And then if you go above the luxury tax by a certain amount, then there's this thing called a second apron. And if you go above the second apron, there's like a bunch of like things that get restrictions that get placed on your team. Like, I don't know, not being able to acquire players in like the buyout market, not being able to trade certain draft picks, or like not being able to like use cash in trades, you know, so like just like stuff like that, where it's like it makes it hard to build out your roster if you're basically above that second apron. So yeah, the Suns are basically like at that level where they're in the second apron with Beal, Booker, Ayton, and KD, right? So what they needed to do this free agency is like get a bunch of vet minimum guys who can shoot and are freaking wing defenders. Basically, just get all the freaking two-way wing players who can shoot, basically. And a wing is like small forward, power forward, I think. I don't know. Basically, someone who isn't the point guard or the center, basically, or isn't the shooting guard. Those are what wings are. Yeah. It's just a bunch of, you just like players who are yeah, the Sun, that's what the Suns need. What every team needs, right? Like, you know, two-way means you can, you know, good on offense, good on defense, right? Can defend multiple positions, you know, good from the 3-point line, at least like 35%, you know, or higher, right? Yeah, that's what the Suns needed to fill out the roster with. And yeah, one of the players they signed is Yuta Watanabe. From the Nets previously, right? Yeah. And then, yeah, one thing about him is that he shot 51% on corner trees, or he was good. My source is just a tweet I saw like 10 minutes ago. Oh man. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, basically. Is that all I want to talk about? The Suns? Does this make them closer to being better than the Nuggets? Like, yes. Does it make it so that they're the favorites in the West? Like, most people are saying no, but like, obviously, you know, the Suns took 2 games from the Nuggets, while everyone else everyone else the Nuggets faced took 1 or 0. So, you know, that's good. Like, I obviously, like, I love the Nuggets. I feel like it's clear from my last episode that they're the team I want to see win the most. They're my team I like the most, but I do like the Suns a lot too. I don't know. Like, are the Nuggets destined to repeat? Is the West wide open? Are the Lakers gonna get back into contention? Was LeBron's freaking social media post about Michael Malone a shot in that he's gonna be motivated to freaking go all out as a 39-year-old in year 21? I don't know. But yeah, basically, the Suns have basically a super team, another super team after like the previous super teams in Brooklyn haven't worked out mainly, right? And it's like, will it work? I don't know, man. I don't know. Jury's still out on it. But I think they're gonna be good. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like Beal, Booker, and KD, the thing with them is that they are somewhat injury prone, right? Especially in recent seasons. So we'll see, like, about their availability. Like like when healthy, like they're probably gonna be really good. That's gonna be my prediction. That's my prediction. God, why do you have like chain boots? What the hell? Oh man. Yeah. So that's all the free agency talk. Maybe I'll get to some more of it in the Twitter segment. Oh man, what else? What else has been going on, man? Daughter's freaking new album is freaking good, man. I've only really been listening to the first 2 songs, but man, dude, I don't know. Be on your way and party, man. God damn. She's a rattlesnake. Some stereo mind game. Such a freaking good ass lyric. Oh god. Yeah. Anyways, what else? Yeah, if anyone is interested in YouTube, particularly the YouTubers that I'm interested in, or / was interested in, a few developments. Anthony is back in Smosh. Yeah, I guess what happened, like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, God, do I need to, yeah, I don't know. I'm going so off the cuff, like, I don't know, man. I just go so off the cuff in these. Smosh was a YouTube channel. It is popular. I don't know. I don't know how to explain what Smosh was. They were 2 guys, Ian and Anthony, who made some funny skits back in the day, and I watched them in, like, oh, God, when was the first time I watched them? Like, 2008? Yeah, oh man. I remember when like Lunchtime with Smosh first started. I remember when Ian is Bored first started, man. Like I was on that I was early on in that. I don't know. I feel like that alone makes me an OG, when like what really makes you an OG is like watching them from like '06 when they were like lip syncing the Power Rangers team and the Mortal Kombat team. Yeah. I think it was the Power Rangers team that was their first video. Yeah, it wasn't Pokemon. It was Power Rangers or Mortal Kombat. That was the first one. And then, like, yeah, they did that, you know? So, Anthony Padilla has, what happened, I guess, is that Smosh, the brand, was owned by these other YouTubers called Rhett and Link. People might have heard of them. They do this thing called Good Mystical Morning. Never watched it. Don't really care. But like, I would assume is that like there was this thing. Smosh was owned by Defy Media. Defy Media something shut down. Whatever. It was a whole big thing. The whole company of Smosh was shook up by it. And then I guess to, quote, save the brand, Red and Link decided to step in and, like, buy the brand first, you know? I don't know how much did the brand / company, like, goes for, but I don't know. And I guess, like, I don't know, Anthony decided, like, hey, Ian, we should buy this back from them. I guess like it was a thing that like these Rhett and Link fellows were like temporarily like holding on to it, you know. I don't think their plan was to just keep it forever. So yeah, good for them, man. And Anthony is gonna be back in Smosh videos. They're teasing it. It's getting a lot of attention. People are excited, I would assume. People who grew up with them, i.e. me. You know. Oh god, dude. Yeah, I tweeted about it. I stopped following really Smosh regularly when like Olivia, Courtney, Shane, Noah, and like Keith first appeared, right? Also known as like the Smosh Squad originally. I don't think they're really called that now. It's just like cast members, right? There's a bunch of other cast members now that they have, but yeah, like those were like the first like additions. I remember like a lunchtime with them, man. Oh man. I remember, yeah, like Noah in particular. I think he came from some sort of Nickelodeon, whatever. I don't know, something. I saw him in like a Nickelodeon thing, not a show, not like any like sitcom or whatever, but like I don't know, him specifically. I don't know. He still looks like he could pass for 16, man. If he shaves, he's instantly like, okay, dude, you're like, say like, if he shaves, like there is no guarantee that he's not gonna get carded or something. Like it really is. Oh man, dude. I don't know. It's cool. Yeah. So I guess like yeah, that's a cool thing that happened. Am I gonna be watching it? Do I particularly care that much about it? I mean, no, yeah, not really. But I don't know. I guess it's just a cool newsworthy item. And also, I just learned of this today. Another YouTuber I keep on talking about. Not keep on talking about. Oh man, the YouTube group I have brought up consistently over these freaking things, the creatures. There was a member of that group who joined in 2013, Immortal HD, but he doesn't go by that anymore. He's just Alex, Aleks, and you may have heard of him. I no, I don't know. If you've heard of him, you probably know he was doing stuff with the creatures. He was a part of the creatures, and then he did this thing with Uber Haxer Nova, aka James. Called it Cow Chop, which lasted a few years. And then, yeah, I guess it took a while, but yeah, I guess he decided, like, hey, like, I want to come back and do YouTube videos again. Like, not like gaming videos, yeah, because he already, like, streams regularly, but just, like, he's decided to come back on YouTube, you know, at least for now. So yeah, good for him. He did it. His video. The video was about like him talking about a popular YouTube channel for children and his thoughts on it. So I don't know. I'm excited to see him, man. I'm excited. I feel like as long as like a video interests me, I'll like watch. You know. Yeah, it's just nice to see all those like these like former people that I like knew on the internet back then when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like still like be doing this, you know? I don't know. It's nice seeing longevity, you know? Like I don't know. That's the thing like you know, like YouTubers, you know, I feel like there are some YouTubers that like age extremely well, i.e. like Chugga Conroy is one where I'm like, damn, like he really just like he does this one thing. He let's plays video games. He plays Nintendo games specifically, right? And sometimes with like his whatever the group he does videos with, the Runaway Guys, he plays other types of games, but like on his channel he plays Nintendo games, and he's been doing that for like 15 years, and it's like damn, he's been pretty freaking consistent and like continually over the years has gotten better and like you know at like improving his craft, I guess you could say, of like making videos of like, you know, I don't know, just being an entertaining commentator. Like I don't know, man, it's just nice to see YouTubers be consistent. It's nice seeing that like it's nice seeing people that I knew when I was like a kid still be at it, you know. I know like SSOHPKC, he isn't uploading videos right now, but he came back like, you know, like a year, like 2 years ago, 1 to 2 years ago. Like I think like the second episode of this I ever did, I talked about him coming back. Yeah. And I saw it as like, oh my god, it's such a historic moment. It's just one of the greatest freaking things. It was, man. When I just saw it when I first saw that thumbnail in like what, like June of 2020 or something, April, yeah, sometime in like mid 2020, of like a Mario hack video, man. I'm like, damn, oh my god, so good, man. Oh man. Yeah, and like, yeah, I think so. I think like if I were to have like an inspiration for this, like for these Let's Plays / podcasts in particular, it would be SSOHPKC, you know? Just the way he like could talk about anything while doing videos, just like his whole sense of humor, you know? Yeah, there was a long period, there's a time in my life when I'm like, I want to have that exact same sense of humor. You know, I don't know. I just don't think I could really be that freaking sarcastic all the time. I don't know. I'm just too, I don't know. Just too not like molded like that. I guess. I don't know. I just like laughing at myself, man. Yeah, I talked before. In a previous video that people probably haven't watched. That like I imagine myself as a deadpan snarker, humor-wise, but like I do that, but like I want to laugh at my own jokes too. Like I want to make myself laugh too. Like that only works if like you say if you say funny things, and for other people to laugh, and that's it, and like you remain silent, you know. But yeah. SSHP Casey, he's still Seamus if you want to use his real name. Oh man, Sir Seamus of Halo if you want to reveal the acronym that he didn't reveal since like until like 2014 when like the internet freaking forced him to. Goddamn. Yeah, it's dumb. But you know, it should have remained like a well-kept secret like for years, but you know, whatever. What can you do? Yeah, and like on this topic of YouTubers, there are some YouTubers that haven't how you say aged well. You know, maybe some YouTubers who are still stuck in ways. You know, I don't know. Just like I don't know. I just don't want to talk about. Like I just don't really feel comfortable. Like what can I add to the conversation about this person I'm talking about? It's like like it's not even allegations. It's like what the YouTuber is doing was just like really like weird and like not freaking appropriate or okay, you know? Yeah. Apologizing with a song with a ukulele. Yeah. Maybe not the best thing to do. Maybe it's just kind of really bad, but I don't know. I just don't like have that much of an opinion because I didn't watch that friggin' person's content. It's like, okay, I'm sorry, it's a bad thing. You know what? You know, I don't know. It's just it's a situation. People have already had their thoughts on it. What else can I add? Okay. I don't know. Should I get to the publishing kind of drama of this? I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I might get to it later. It just involves like, yeah, it's just another freaking case of like, you know, like being like discussion getting started around agents, literary agents, not Rich Paul and sports agents, but literary agents, right? And like how to judge if someone's a good agent versus a bad agent. What are some red flags? What should the criteria be with which we judge whether someone is a good agent or a bad agent? Should we always be looking for like, is this agent did this agent intern under another experienced agent or something? Like are boutique agencies in general, which are like smaller agencies that aren't like more like company like, you know, are smaller boutique agencies to be like viewed with a grain of salt, right? Like I don't know, man. Like what exactly are the red flags you should look for when trying to freaking find out whether an agent is a good agent or a bad agent, you know? I don't know. And like a bunch of people like being like, yeah, well, you should just know this stuff already, right? And it's like I don't know, like why how would like how it's a hard freaking thing. Like there are experienced agents who like I don't know, like it's a whole thing like that. It's just all of this the publishing drama of recently, especially like recently, deals with like just the publishing industry in general just being unfair and like extremely secretive, and like, you know, like the constant tension between querying authors and agents, you know, have been like, I don't know, like the New Leaf situation, right? It's like, I don't know, it just seems that like a bunch of late publishing drama lately has just been like the theme of it has been about just like increasing tension and like freaking causing derision between querying authors in the writing community and agents in the writing community. Like, I don't know, man. But that's the thing, like, also I talked about before, right, is that like sometimes those overlap, right? There was like, yeah, there was that Pitlight situation that I didn't really go into in depth because, you know, I don't know, I linked to the thread, but like, yeah, like it dealt with it was also in the same vein, in a similar kind of vein in that, right, where it was like, where it basically somewhat was a thing where like a bunch of querying authors querying authors/writers were on one side, and then like an agent was on the other, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this all like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think this stuff is really like impacting me, you know? Because I think I have been querying a little bit this year, but not as much, I guess, as of recently. But I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I just don't know, honestly, like what to make of it, you know. Obviously it's like these stories, it's not a good thing, right? Like the specific thing is that like someone like got fooled basically and like signed with an agent, and like and like signed with an agent who ended up being like a bad agent, and like the agent like did some like blackballing technique, blackballing maneuver in an email or something, right? And was like, why are you spreading lies about me, you know? And then it's like, you chose in an email, it's like, you chose to go on social media and spread lies when you could have contacted me. I do not want to work with you or something. And then I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, such a thing. It's just sparking that conversation, right? Where it's like, you know, there are things, yeah, like, yeah, and like the things I talked about too, right? Where it's like, yeah, like what should we rethink the criteria where we like judge whether an agent is a bad agent or not, right? Like, is an agent a bad agent, you know? Is that an instant like knock against an agent, right? If they haven't been like if they haven't been interning or like mentored by another like more experienced agent, or does that just mean that they're inexperienced, right? Like, I don't know, just like that as an example, right? So I don't know. That's like the drama. That's the current happenings in that space. I don't know. Is it more exciting or less exciting than NBA free agency? Who knows? So yeah, I guess. Anything else going on? Anything else? Man, I just knocked off a bunch of freaking topics in one go, and it's only been how long? Oh man, 30 minutes? Oh, I think I've been recording for longer than that, but yeah. It's really only been like what, like 20 6 7 hopefully. Oh man, yeah. So those are a bunch of freaking things that happened recently. Yay. Am I ready to go to the Twitter segment? Is this gonna be a shorter episode? What else do I have? What else? Anything interesting? Barbie versus Oppenheimer. My god, dude. This Barbie promotion cycle. It's just getting to be too much, man. I just want the movie to come out, and that's it, man. Come on, just please, just let these films come out. Please, please. Let these films come out. Let audiences decide. Let the Rotten Tomato scores come out. And then there's just going to be a whole new round of discourse, right? If Barbie is outselling Oppenheimer, you know, oh my god, dude. Oh man, I don't know. It's just a thing in 2023. I don't know. I've just been like noticing lately where it's like there's so many things that go on in Twitter, right? There's so many conversations and discourses that get created on Twitter where I'm like, I don't need to tweet on this, right? I don't know. Like, is that like a sense of maturity on my part, or is it just like, I don't know. Is it? I guess optimistically speaking, it is somewhat mature of me to be like, you know what? I don't need to comment on like the latest discourse on Twitter that, if you look at it again, it's kind of, it's not really that important, you know? It's not that important. It might be something that's getting blown out of proportion, you know? Oh man, it's, I don't know. I just don't really see the need, you know? It's a whole thing. I guess that's been my philosophy as of late in regards to tweeting. I don't know. I just don't have that much thoughts on things, and I can't really come up with a funny enough joke that's original enough, you know? Like anything pink, right? Just like, oh wow, this is like Barbie. It's like anything, like quote tweet anything related to the Barbie movie promotion, and I'm like, oh wow, great. Oh man, dude, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully those films come out. Is there any film I'm excited, like I'm interested in? Like really not. I don't know. Not interested in films, man. I still haven't seen that new Kitty spin-off series, Exo Kitty. I still have not seen it. I don't know. I guess I'm savoring it, man. I need it in my darkest time, man. I need that's what I need. One thing I have been watching is more of Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. So yeah, that's cool. Recent episode I watched were like Cuba. That was an interesting one. There's like yeah, I don't know. It was like filmed like right when like during the time when like in 2016, right? When Obama met with like Raul Castro and like we're like and America was ending its embargo, right? Yeah. I don't know what the status of that is now, but yeah. I don't think it was the same under the next administration, our like strategy on relations with Cuba, but you know, that was interesting. Like all the cars in Cuba are still from like the 50s and 60s. Oh man, dude. And like yeah, there's like the narrative of like tourism is gonna come there, right? Like is it gonna be helpful or harmful, right? Is it gonna you know impact, how will it impact the already like thriving like culture there? Yeah, like there was one on the Philippines that I saw. It was really cool. I also saw the No Reservations episode on the Philippines. You know, it's so good. Just Anthony Bourdain just always looks like he was like having the most fun with like people where and when he was having new experiences, man. It's like it seemed like he was always like down for almost anything, right? Like like I guess like that's the thing you see, right? That's the greater kind of meta narrative you take from Parts Unknown and No Reservations, is that like he just likes freaking having new experiences and meeting new people and like learning their stories so much, right? And like I feel like it radiates off of him, right? And like in turn, like the people like the people he meets and like who are on the shows are just like so welcoming of him and like treat him as like one of their own, right? No matter if it's in the Philippines or in Cuba or in like any country like Africa or like in, you know, places like Massachusetts. You know, like there's an episode in Massachusetts where like he explained that he started his culinary career there, and like another narrative of it was like the opioid epidemic kind of having an impact in like rural parts of Massachusetts, right? Like I don't know, man. Just really oh man, really informative and fun like to watch, right? I don't know. I guess that's really it, man. It is just a shame what happened, you know? Yeah. So, what else has been going on, man? I can fill out an episode. So I can fill this out. I watched the second episode I ever did back. And, like, it was, like, absolute garbage. I mean, there isn't really a guarantee that, like, how I'm doing these episodes now is any better, but you know, at least I have better microphone quality, and at least I don't know, at least I can talk about hopefully more interesting things, but I don't know. Oh man, but I saw that like I didn't do it myself, but there were like automatically like chapters, like if you go on YouTube, right, on some videos, like I know you notice it on like podcasts primarily, mostly, where there's like chapters where there's like the video bar, the red bar is like segmented into like chunks, right? And each chunk has like its own little caption, right? So it tells you like what that little chunk is gonna cover, like on a podcast, which is very useful, right? So like if you're on a podcast and don't want to hear freaking sponsorships or don't want to freaking here's us talking about this thing that's absolutely not interesting, and you immediately want to go to the interesting part of a podcast, right? You can do that if the video has like chapters. And the video I uploaded, Minecraft Part 2, has chapters. And there was a moment where I talked about some of the chapters were like gaming is political, and like Black Lives Matter and sports fans, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, oh god, yeah, oh god. I butchered what Juneteenth was. This is like hard. I'm just gonna post it on screen right now so people know what Juneteenth is. I'm not gonna even say anything. So, yeah, I butchered it. This is the correction, guys. This is the correction. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was also where I talked about The Last of Us 2 and like review bombing. Oh man, dude. It was the first instance where I talked about like being annoyed at MMA fans and MMA in general. Oh man, what a time it was, man. Oh man, I saw another early video and like there was like a part where someone from my family entered the house and like you could just very clearly hear what they were freaking very clearly hear the door opening and shutting, right? Because like I guess, you know, tiny bit personal, like my house has like a great, no god, what is it called, a metal door, a grill. It has that, which makes a lot of noise, and it just opened and shut, right? Oh man. And I said in the video, I'm gonna cut that out. Yeah, I'll cut it out. And then I just didn't cut it out. I just did not cut it, like seriously. Oh man, dude, I don't know, man. I guess like on the topic of YouTubers and consistency and like improving, I don't know. Will I improve to the point of like having thumbnails? I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just like put like a number on each video, but I don't know. Is there a point? Like the number is already in the YouTube title though. I don't know. I don't have that much of an interest in like trying super hard to like get more viewers or more subs. I don't know. Again, as I've said a lot of times, these videos are primarily for me, you know. At least for now. Maybe there's a moment where I want to make videos for other people, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's just not a thing I'd be interested in. Just like going really hard into like gaming the algorithm or whatever. I don't know. I'm fine. Just running around. One thing I've been thinking of like technically wise for these videos is that I'm thinking of like moving this series again, I know, to PS4 because just for the very, very petty small reason that my Xbox One is like the original one from 2013, and it just takes up like a lot of freaking space, you know, compared to the Series S. Like others, yeah, it just takes up a lot of space, and like I don't know. Like one thing I've been thinking of is maybe getting a 360, right? Because like with the 360 you can just like stand it up vertically, right? Obviously, right? That's like the iconic like pose of it, right? Like standing up the 360 vertically, but I don't know, man. Like basically downgrading like the version again to the 360. I don't know. Or I could put it to the PS4, right? That's another thing I've been thinking of. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've been looking on eBay, you know, like the price for a 360 isn't too freaking steep, but I don't know. It's just a lot to commit to for just like just a very small circumstantial reason, to be honest. Like I don't know. I don't think it would impact this that much. I don't know. I think for now I'm just leaning towards going on as it is with the Xbox One, but you know, it's a thing I've been thinking about. Yeah, anyways, anything else that's been going on? You know, just being consistent, you know, like I've hopefully these have somewhat gotten better. I think I have just gotten better in terms of speaking, right? Like I think I try to speak faster, right? Consciously, and use more filler words than I would like, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's basically just all my filler words, like, you know, but it's hard, man. It's hard to just consistently keep a train of thought conversation going, right? When I don't have that much to say. I don't know. I had a lot to say this episode. Oh, man. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, what's the conclusion I've come from it? Have I improved? Yeah, I think I have. You know, significantly. I don't know, a little bit, at least, right? Oh, man, dude. I don't know. If anyone wants to comment, if people can give me their thoughts, but yeah. what is the future of this? Just get to episode 100, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do for episode 100, man. This is far off, man. It's not that far off with the rate I'm going. I don't know. I think by like early next year, I could reach episode 100 if I keep on going. All I would need is like, I think I was on like part 30. I was on part like 34. I think I was on part 34 this time, like 34-ish this time last year. So, and I ended on part 50, so like 16. So like if I have 16 more, that would literally be in the 80s. So, and like, yeah, probably by like February, March next year if I be consistent. Yeah. Oh man, dude. I don't know. Look out for that, I guess. Oh man. Anything else? Anything else music wise? That's interesting. The band Home Is Where put out a new album. I talked about it, right? That like their new album, The Wailer, is a concept album about 9/11, and supposedly it's very good. By Ian Cohen, as my source. So yeah, I don't know. I might listen to that. I haven't been to a concert in like so long. Oh yeah, there's this. Yeah, I could if I choose to go to a concert. There's one that's interesting. Foxing, a band I saw live with Greet Deaf and Home Is Where last year, right? Yeah, August of last year. They're going on tour again with this band called The Hotelier. And if you're into emo, the band The Hotelier were previously called The Hotel Year, Year, but then they changed it to The Hotelier, Hotelier, for reasons that I don't know. It was like, I don't know. It was some semi-serious reason that they had to change the name of the band. So, yeah, they released this album that is important in emo circles called Home Like No Place Is There, right? And the album cover is kind of freaking corny and ridiculous. I'm posting it right now. So, yeah. Anyways, that band has decided to, like, return after, like, what? 7 years, basically? Of, like, yeah, 6-7 years of not doing anything or releasing an album. And, yeah, they're reuniting with Foxing. Well, not reuniting, because I don't think they were really broken up. They just decided to stop putting out music. So, they decided to come back for a tour with Foxing, and Foxing is also celebrating the 10-year anniversary of their album called The Albatross, which was their first album. And yeah, the Hotelier is celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Home Like No Place Is There. So yeah, might be interesting to see that. It's in February. Oh man, anything else I've been listening to? I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so I guess like that's basically all I wanted to talk about. Just another, what am I gonna title this episode, man? Oh man, I need to come up with something, man, please. Oh man, on to the Twitter segment where hopefully entertaining tweets. I'm gonna do this thing where if I don't find good tweets on my computer, I'm just gonna look through my phone, because my phone, like it seems like on my phone, the funnier tweets come more often than on the computer. So yeah, anyways, on to the next segment. Okay, this is from my phone. Memphis Grizzlies guard Desmond Bane has agreed on a 5-year, $207 million max contract extension. His agents, a lot, tree people say, God damn, dude, look at that. Locked up, man. Also, the Grizzlies are going to sign Derrick Rose in free agency. Like, I don't know, man. Some good, maturity, man. Maturity is coming to the Memphis Grizzlies. Another freaking Woj tweet. Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers have agreed on a 5-year max extension that could be worth up to $260 million, man. Jesus, man. So much, man. Oh, man. A boxing freaking tweet. Canelo Alvarez will defend his super middleweight undisputed title against junior middleweight undisputed champion Jermell Charlo. Wow. September 30th? Oh, wow. Okay. Are the tweets better on my phone so far? I don't know. Just Draymond. Oh, yeah. Draymond signed a contract. He's back with the Warriors. Chris Middleton signed a contract. Back with the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma signed a contract and he's still on the Wizards. 102 million, man, dude. Another one. Miami is trading Victor Oladipo to OKC. Yeah. Oh man, like it's so weird how like OKC is like the team where it's like if you're like a 5 to 10 year vet, right? You like and you get dumped there, it's like kind of not a good sign for your career. But like OKC kind of has this reputation of like you go there to like yeah, it's like kind of like purgatory. Like you go there to eventually get out, right? Like Al Horford was there for a brief time before he got traded back to the Celtics, right? And like Chris Paul was there after he got traded. He got traded from the Houston Rockets with Harden to OKC, and then he got traded to Phoenix, right? And like that was where he revitalized his career. But like Chris Paul was also really good in OKC, and they were like the 5th seed in the bubble, right? Yeah. Oh man, dude. Yeah, so I guess and lots lots of stuff going on. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to talk about. ESPN. The company that I keep on freaking watching videos from. They had a round of layoffs recently, which included like Jalen Rose and like Jeff Van Gundy, and most notably that I care about the most, Max Kellerman. And like why? Like why did they have to freaking do all of that, man? It's like, I don't know. Is it really a money problem? Again, it's like, it's just, is it really a money problem with that, right? Where it's like, they felt that they were, like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what freaking metrics or numbers were used, but it's just it's just sad. It's just a stupid thing, you know? It's sad, you know, to see, right? You know, I don't know. Even if you weren't the biggest fan, like I don't know, I'm specifically sad for Max Kellerman. You know, I don't know. I feel like he deserved better. He deserved to keep on having his boxing show, and that'd be it, man. Even though I didn't really watch it that much, but you know, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. Oh man, yeah. There's a string of tweets. If only, yeah, people were tweeting about they fired Jalen Rose, but they still have Kendrick Perkins. Oh man, I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on that. Someone quote tweeted Fred VanVleet deal. Rich Paul could get a McDonald's worker $70 an hour to work the drive-thru. I don't know, man. I feel like that comparison's a little mean, is it? Oh yeah, how did I not talk about that trade? Dude. Marcus Smart got traded. Oh yeah, wait, did I talk about? Wait, Marcus Smart got traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. And yeah, man, I don't know. If I had a team, yeah, obviously my number one team, I feel like right now is the Denver Nuggets. Mine, I don't know. I feel like my number 2 probably is the Celtics. I love the Celtics, you know. It's unrelated to not wanting the Lakers to succeed. It's unrelated to that. I just really like the Celtics. I like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and I especially really liked Marcus Smart, and a lot of people didn't who weren't Celtics fans. And yeah, Marcus Smart, yeah, obviously, what everyone has been saying, he was the heart and soul of the Celtics, and yeah, it just sucks. You know, it is a very good trade for the Grizzlies, but I don't know. In return, the Celtics got Kristaps Porzingis, who's this like 7-footer who can shoot trees. Damn, not like we've seen a bunch of frickin' those players already. Join the club, buddy. But like he was like one of the earlier ones to come out of Europe, who was 7 foot and like could shoot trees. So he was dubbed the unicorn. That was his nickname. So yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, in an original version of the trade, it was Malcolm Brogdon getting traded to the Clippers, right? Malcolm Brogdon got traded to the Clippers. Marcus Morris got traded to the Wizards, and Kristaps Porzingis got traded to the Celtics, right? That was the original trade. Yeah. And yeah, oh man, that would have been better. But you know, I don't know. I think the Celtics probably are better, right? Like once you get past like the green colored glasses, the shamrock tinted glasses, you know, of like loving Marcus Smart if you're a Celtics fan, you know. And I like Marcus Smart too. I really like Marcus Smart. Yeah, there was like a Photoshop there was a Photoshop ESPN did like immediately after he got traded, where he was in a Grizzlies jersey and like his hair was blue instead of red. No, instead, oh no, and his hair was blue instead of green, right? And like yeah, it's a thing that he dyed his hair green because of his grandmother who passed away. So like, maybe it wasn't, maybe you should have like not touched that, but in that Photoshop, but whatever, man. Yeah, Marcus Smart will be great on the Grizzlies, I would assume. Like, fits their culture, fits what they need in like a veteran along with Derrick Rose, right? It's like someone tweeted Guns N' Roses in response. But yeah. The other thing I forgot to talk about, yeah, there's this guy, he's called Damian Lillard. Have you heard of him? He, like, scored 71 points in a game last season, and he ended OKC's playoff run with a buzzer beater, with, like, a deep tree buzzer beater over Paul George. Yeah. Damian Lillard, yeah. The NBA draft happened, yeah. Scoot was 2. Blazers picked him. The Thompson twins went 4 and 5. Victor Wembanyama obviously went number 1. Anything else? Lakers drafted Jalen Hood Schifino. There's this guy who is really, really good, projected like top 5 pick, Cam Whitmore, who dropped to like 20 out of the lottery because of like injury concerns. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways. Let me see. Yeah, that's basically what's been going on. All the other storylines I missed on top of everything else. I don't know. Where's Dame gonna go? A place where he wants to go, man. He's going to end up in a place on a team where he wants to go, right? Basically, that's all I'm gonna say, I guess. Someone tweeted, "I'm not complaining, but what was with early SpongeBob and jokes about broken people with dead dreams?" I mean, like Squidward is literally the character that embodies that, though. Like that was literally that's literally Squidward's character. Yeah. It has an image of the skit where where someone's like, "Coming to bed, honey," and then the guy's like, "Yes, dear." I don't know. I mean, that's basically what SpongeBob has been. I mean, yeah, that's basically Squidward. I don't know. Someone tweeted, "I wonder what used to be considered cringe in medieval times. Would girls be like, 'OMG, the way he ate that turkey leg gave me the ick.' The girl when he lost that joust, I got major ick." How were people rizzed up in the Middle Ages, man? I would assume it was just whoever was alive and not freaking dying from the Black Death. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Dude, it is hard finding tweets, man. Man, I don't know. I need to do something about this segment. I was going through my phone and like, man, I don't know. Anyways, thinking about how I went through 12 years of Catholic school and thought to myself, this didn't really affect me much, and now I write queer, gothic, erotic horror with religious undertones. Oh man, yeah. This is a list. I'm checking through. Angie Thomas quote tweeted Herb Jones getting a 4-year, $54 million deal with the Pelicans. He deserves this and more. Yeah, it's cool. Angie Thomas is a Pelicans fan, man. I wonder what Angie Thomas thinks of the Zion situation. Dude, oh no, dude, like in a future Angie Thomas book, there's gonna be oh man, dude, oh god. I mean, look, man, it's I don't know. Oh man, it's a situation, okay? Let's talk about freaking Supreme Court decisions that are bad. Student loan debt, Supreme Court declared that the current Biden student debt relief plan can't happen. There's still avenues to actually get that done under a different like framework, right? Yeah, let me read the AOC tweet. "It's very important to note that this SCOTUS ruling does not remove Biden's ability to pursue student loan forgiveness. The Biden administration can use the HEA, Higher Education Act, our position from the start, to continue loan forgiveness before payments resume. They should do so ASAP." Yeah, so basically. And then there's another Supreme Court case that came out like today, like a Supreme Court decision that came out today in regards to like LGBT like customers and like businesses, right? Like the title of the post got like reduced down to like businesses like have the right to discriminate against LGBT customers, and like, yeah, I feel like I would assume that's basically the gist of it. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I mean, oh man, they couldn't have waited until, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of dumb to make a joke about it. It's just not, that's the thing. It's like, that's why I stopped talking about politics and these things, right? That's why I stopped, man. Someone tweeted, I really do think it takes a hell of a lot of courage to invest hundreds of hours, thousands, in a book, a product that may well never be read by more than 5 people, and then repeat the process over and over again. It's remarkable, really, and I salute all those who do it. It really separates those who are all about the process and love of writing, hey, the process, from those who are all about the outcome and getting published. Yeah. That's basically how I see it. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. It's a thing. Like, I feel like a thing that I've been like more and more thinking about as of recently is that like I still want to write novels, man. Like I still want to write stories and like novels, and I still want to do that. Like it's still a thing I want to do, like whether or not like any sort of thing from publishing comes from it. Like I don't know. It's a thing like I still want to do, at least for now, right? Yeah, and like I feel like I have gotten more serious in recent years about like maybe wanting to get published, but I don't know. I guess like that's the thing, right? Like you see in like the writing community on Twitter, like you can like tell the people who like put more or like less of their whole entire like soul into like desiring getting published, getting an agent, like moving on to that next step. But I don't know. That's the thing. Like there's also the people who like absolutely love the process of like like creating the story, right? Like they love the writing process, and like and are not all too focused on like the result that it'll bring you. Yeah, like that's the thing I've been kind of struggling with a little bit, right? And like especially with like drafts, right? Like the way I write a story, right? It's always the perfectionist in you that like wants to critique and wants to be like, that's not a good line, like that's not a good line, not a good paragraph. Like this part doesn't make sense, right? When you should be focusing on telling yourself the story, I might be having a bit more trouble on that with what I've been writing recently. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a thing you need to tell yourself, right? It's like, yeah, I guess I'm telling it to myself right now. It's like first drafts don't have to be perfect. You can, like, you have to remember why you're, like, doing this thing, right? You have to remember, like, oh, like, you're writing because you actually enjoy the process of writing, right? You actually enjoy like telling stories and like creating characters and like doing this stuff. It's like, yeah, like I do. Like if you were to ask me, it's like, yes, I do enjoy it, right? I enjoyed it when I was like the 16, like 17 first doing it, and I still enjoy it now, right? I don't know. Like whether like anything else comes from that, yeah, like so like whether it happens or not, I don't know. I guess it's just not too much of a concern for me right now. I think I've already like reconciled within myself that like getting published like as a writer is not going to be what I rest 100% of my hopes and dreams on. Like I'm not going to be that freaking laser focused and committed. Like I'm not going to have the Mamba mentality on it. I feel like I would have the Mamba mentality on freaking just like wanting to better myself as a writer and like my craft, I guess, what people keep on saying, their craft. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, I'm like I'm generally satisfied with like where I am in regards to writing. I've written and completed 2 books. I don't know. Yeah, and where I go from there, I wrote like a few short stories. I wrote like 5 short stories and counting. I think like more like 6, 7. Yeah, I think like 7 as of recently. But I'm fine, man. I am fine. And a reply, yeah, this tweet thread goes on. I mean, I talk about my hundreds and hundreds of rejections and many failed manuscripts, but there's a group of people who do that and don't share with anyone, and I think the internal strength of those people is even more admirable. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing too. Like, I see like a bunch of people basically like telling people like, yeah, like it's not that they reveal almost everything about it, but it's like they reveal snippets from the story, they reveal an aesthetic for it, they reveal what basically the basic premise, and like they're revealing what their manuscript or work in progress features, right? And it's like, yeah, I don't know, like I don't do that, you know. There are people who just like keep all of that to themselves, right? Like me, you know, maybe I will in the future, but yeah. It's a thing, man. It does. Maybe it does take strength, or maybe it's just someone, you know. I don't know. I don't think it's really strength in my part. I feel like it's more, I don't know, not feeling like it's that worth it to share. You know. I don't know. Yeah. Not to mention chatting to published pals who often get more work rejected than accepted, but don't talk about it. So everyone just sees this continuum of success, and again, just keep plowing away and doing the work. It's not a glamorous thing, not like a Hollywood movie. It's not a glamorous thing, not like a Hollywood movie. It's just work, for sure. It can still be work you love, but it's work, and that's what separates those who are in it simply to be published and those who love the process, even though it's tough. You have to love the freaking process, man, even if it means tanking to get in the hopes to get freaking good draft picks one day, and one of the draft picks ends up being Markelle Fultz. I mean, like, what can you do about that, man? What can you do? I used to think writers were like magicians or something, with skill and flair and imagination, and they could wave their hands and the story would appear with ease and grace. But I know it's more like climbing into sewers all day and clearing away clogging fatbergs in pools of human waste up to your chest and just plain grind. Oh man, yep. Yeah, that's the thing. I think, yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people are like romanticize the art of being a creative person, right? When it's like, it's work, you know, like sometimes it has to feel like a grind, it has to feel like a slog, right? Like, I don't know, like, I don't think ideally it shouldn't be like that all the time. There should be times when like it feels like very natural to you and like you feel very good about yourself, but like there should be times, you know, it's normal to have times where it feels like a grind and a slog, right? And it feels like, what am I doing with this, right? I guess I'm in that kind of phase now, but like, I have faith that I'm gonna get past it, right? Like, that's the thing, like, I hope to get past it, you know? It's, yeah, I don't know, like, otherwise, right, like, I got past, yeah, like, there are many times writing my first 2 books where I felt that way, and I just eventually found the words, you know. I found enough for like 70 to 80k each time, so yeah. Man, really good talk on writing, I guess that's one of the few tweet threads I found. There's not that many freaking tweets, man. Oh man, there's an anime adaptation of the manga, the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. It's literally called that. I think I might have over or under shot the reallys, but yeah. I'm reading a manga right now. I'm re-familiarizing myself with a manga right now. If only I could share my screen. I have it. I've clicked on it right now. Oh, man. Let me just say that there are websites where you can read manga. Oh man, I'm not gonna yeah, true. Not gonna say anything else. Okay, more tweets, please. Olivia Rodrigo record might be the only chance that Morgan Wallen won't have the highest selling record of the year again, so for that reason, and the song being sick, I must stand. I should listen to it, yeah, it's called Vampire. Someone said it's like kind of indie rockish, yeah. Oh man. Someone asked, when reading, do you know how to turn your writer brain off and enjoy what others create without inserting yourself? Somewhat, yeah. I don't think I have too much of a writer brain. I don't know. What I enjoy most about reading a book that someone else writes is that it's not like how I would write it, right? I like that. I like the fact that, you know, a lot of people write stories differently, and that, like, you know, it gives me with the sense of like, oh, I feel like I have my own unique writing voice, you know. I don't know. I guess like I don't think with like an analysis like cap on, right? I'm not like, you know, I feel like with a book I read this year, I somewhat had an analysis cap on because I was so familiar with the story, right? But with like most stories I read for the first time, right? It's like, I don't know. I just don't have that. I just read for the story first. I read to enjoy it first. I don't read to like critically analyze, you know, anything. Oh man. God. Anything else, man? Dennis Schroeder is, yeah, I said he was with the Raptors. Someone tweeted, Porzingis could have signed a significantly bigger contract in Utah? What? Could have held out and made the Celtics give him the max or threatened to nix the deal and become a free agent. The fact that he extended for less than max money is remarkable. Huge testament to Brad Stevens. Yeah. Yeah, good on Brad Stevens for getting Porzingis, I guess. We'll see how it goes, man. Yeah, the Suns also have what? Who do the Suns have the roster with? I said Yuta Watanabe, right? Keita Bates-Diop, Chimezi Metu. They have Drew Eubanks. Yeah, they have some people who are tall and like and are wing defenders basically, right? hopefully can defend, hopefully can shoot at a decent clip, right? That's all the Suns need. Like the freaking top of the roster is already there. They have Ayton, who hopefully at his best can like anchor defense and can provide some offense when Beal, Booker, or KD, one of them isn't going off or freaking doing too hot, right? I don't know. Like that's yeah. Oh man, dude, it's gonna be fun, man. The Suns and the Nuggets are seemingly running the Western Conference with like the Lakers, I guess, closer. Oh god, I tweeted that I tweeted that the Lakers getting better is the price to pay for the Sixers getting worse. Someone tweeted, today feels like a good day for a little YA nostalgia, so here's mine. First up, I miss the days of highly aspirational, franchise-focused YA with young teens at the center that we got to grow up with. Oh, man. One of these is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, man. Oh, man, dude. What else are other ones here? I'd tell you... Oh, yeah, I remember you saw this. I'd tell you I love you, but then I'd have to kill you. The Princess Diaries. The Click. Oh, man. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice having, like... Yeah, again, I've already talked about it at length. Yeah. Lower YA. Could that come back, man? Oh, man. I read a middle grade book recently. Yeah, the one book I read in June was this book called Turning Point. It was a middle grade book, like about two friends. And it was interesting because it was basically kind of like a lower stakes book, you know? If you want to hook me on a story, make it like lower stakes, make it like way more personal stakes. And like, it was really only about like two friends, right? Who like split off for the summer, right? And like one goes to this like ballet school intensive training program for 3 weeks, and like the other like stays home and like does stuff for her church, right? And like the girl who stays home is interested in this boy who happens to be the girl who goes to the ballet intensive's older brother, right? And like, I don't know, like not much really like happens in regards to like events, like action, but like, I don't know, I guess it like the more point of the story was to see how like the start, right, of like these characters trying to change, right, and like reaching a turning point in their lives, which was, you know, it basically ends with their lives at the turning point rather than like the story starts with a turning point in their lives, you know. Yeah, there wasn't really that much like to it other than that, but I really liked the girl who goes to the ballet intensive. Like her name is Monique, right? Mo, right? And the other girl who stays home is called Rashida, right? And like there was a really nice like narrative that was going on. Like there was a really nice like storyline of like her feeling really out of place because like her and her friend Mila are the only two black girls at the ballet intensive, right? And like she has these like two white sweet mates that they share a bathroom with, and like like a big part of Monique's storyline is like her like dealing with that and like dealing like with like trying to like her hardest to like impress like the ballet instructor, right? And like her like thinking, yeah, like her struggling to like communicate like with like their white suite mates, and like, yeah, I don't know, it's just interesting like the differences, you know. I don't know, there's like tiny little like I don't know, like things that were in that storyline where it was basically like there were like teams of I don't know, just black people and like white people like understanding each other, like having a hard time, you know, like her specifically having a hard time communicating, right? Like feeling like she makes like mistakes, but like also like standing, wanting to stand up for herself because that's her personality, but in doing so she's being seen as like abrasive, right? Like, I don't know. Just really interesting, right? You know, yeah. That's basically really it. I guess that should be it for this episode. I've gone on for way too long. I did not find some good tweets. Maybe I'll find some next episode, but yeah, I guess here's the turning point of this episode. It ends with me realizing that I need to do something about the Twitter segment. Yeah. Anyways, I might get to that Life is Strange DLC next month, so maybe. Anyways, yeah, play some more games, do stuff. It's the summer after all. I don't have much to do this summer. Before the fall, I am going back to school in the fall, so I guess that's like a little life update. So, yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you've watched the whole way through, why would you watch the whole way through? Please, I implore you to freaking do something else. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and good night.